Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Sean Carter, and if you're new here, what I specifically do is I help you land a high-ticket remote sales role online so you can earn money wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you're traveling or you want to work from your bedroom, you can make money online. Now in today's video, we're going to go over different client acquisition funnels that you work on a closer. So not only is it just as important to have your calendar stacked full of sales calls, you've got to understand how the business works in terms of the marketing for them to get those leads and what kind of client acquisition and nurturing system these clients go into. Now, it's very important because it's going to reflect your sales calls, it's going to affect your closing rate, your short rate, and the overall experience of you and the client on the sales call and how easy it's going to close them, right? So if you don't know what a client acquisition strategy is, look, there are different strategies like people that, they click a link, they watch a video, they book a call, they buy a physical or digital product first. They might talk to someone on the sales calls first before jumping on an actual sales call with the closer. And that is kind of the position that you want to jump onto. If you ever worked, and I always give this kind of analogy, right? Imagine that you're trying to go out and get business and try and close this client. It's going to be a lot harder than the person that's coming to you willing, they know about the product, they're excited to be on the call, they are knowledgeable about what they sell, they might even know the price in some instance. Right then and there, if they're on that call and they know all that information, it's pretty much a shoo-in deal, right? And all different client acquisition strategies are going to reflect that. So I'll just pop it up on my screen. Now what you can see here is an interactive funnel board. We've got tier 1, the best, tier 2, middle, tier 3, the lowest. Now don't get me wrong, if you can work on an offer with any of these different client acquisition strategies, you can make money. There's no wrong way, there's no correct way. All these strategies 100% work if you're on the right offer. Just what I've seen in the market, due to different funnels, the kind of people that you're working with, some funnels are better than others with minimal effort that you want to close for. I've seen really great salespeople be on really bad offers, make no money, and I've seen the average person land a really good role and they make a shit ton of money. So there's also that. Now let's strip that back. So most cases, it's paid traffic. So ads you see on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, WhatsApp. And then you got organic. So YouTube videos like this, it doesn't cost me anything to put a YouTube video to get traffic off this platform. So there's two different kind of acquisition strategies first off. So then you go into these like DM funnels, call funnels, challenge funnels, book funnels, and LNH, which is low to high ticket funnel. So I'm going to explain each one and where I rank them. So first one is DM funnels. So what DM funnels is someone that uses paid traffic or again organic. You pretty much, the first interaction is a message back and forth, and that is usually a setter, appointment setter, someone that sets the appointment. Now DM funnels are good because you as the closer, you can have that relationship and discussion with the appointment setter. There's that interaction. You can disqualify anyone that's not a great fit, don't have the financials in place. Because the last thing you want to be doing is taking a sales call and people don't even know what particular product it is. Now, DM funnels, I'm going to rate tier 2. It's not exactly a tier 1. Again, like I said, you can definitely make a lot of money if you work on offers that optimize the strategy. It just has to be the right offer. But on what I've seen, it's a long drawn out process. Depending on platform, people might not be responsive on that. People give one-worded answers. I can't really put it T1 because there is a lot of work, other departments or maybe that you need to incorporate into your closing strategies prior to people getting on the sales call. I can't put DM funnels 1, right? Next one is going to be call funnels. Now, call funnels are just simply, it could be an ad or organic. They click a link, they watch a short, like anywhere between like a 5-minute video all the way to like a 30-40 minute video, and they book a call. Now, these are very much, I like that, actually, I'm going to put in the same category as T2, but I like them better, right? Because you can get a lot more volume. There's no interaction back and forth like setup. People can watch the video, people can fill out the application, and then they can book a call. Now, again, people might not watch the entire video. I see some kind of offers that gatekeep going to the next stage by like a timer in hoping that people watch the video. That can work with some demographics and offers. But what I find with call funnels, they especially need a good vetting process because you're going to get a lot of book calls, but if they haven't got any disqualifying questions in the application form, well, that means every Joe Smo, every man and his dog can book a call, and there might not be a great fit, and you're on sales calls trying to close people that are not ready to buy, they haven't got the right content in front of them, they haven't watched the appropriate videos, they sometimes don't even know exactly what the product is, but they're booking a call, right? You're going to get a lot of no-shows if the back-end system, the company you work for, doesn't have like a high engaged shot rate. They don't have people manually following up. You're not manually following up with these leads, making sure when they book the call to reach out with them, follow up the day of, and follow up like 5 or 10 minutes out to make sure they're on the call. So there is a lot of manual work, right? And there's always going to be manual work with different funnels. But call funnels, I find you need the right application, you need the messaging, you need the VSL on point to people to be at a point where they can just be a show-up deal, layup deal, where you pretty much just pitch the price and they're ready to go. There's no objections. So for that, I have to put it for T2. Now, next one is the challenge funnel. I've personally worked on challenge funnels as one of the best funnels that I've worked for. Now, what a challenge funnel is, it's usually a drawn out process. It could be anywhere like over 2 days all the way to 5 days, where it could be an in-person event or a live like webinar. A challenge funnel is something that's interactive. Like the offer that I worked for before, the marketer would jump on these so-called challenge funnel days, and it'll be like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And day 5, they'll pitch the product. But all those 4 days prior, they would slowly soft nurture them and pitch them on the idea of why this particular business model is the right fit. And it's interactive. People can ask questions. People get homework. They write like reports. So they're really invested. You know, they've had 4 days to think about this. It's interactive. There's a lot of trust. And especially if you frame it like what we used to do, we used to frame it as like an application call. So it was a sales call, but it was an application call to make sure you get approved. And day 5, they would pitch the price. We'd get like 1,000 applicants, but only 100 people would book a call. And that's great. You're getting rid of the 900 and you're only getting 100 serious people. So these calls, you can just go through them and make a lot of commission. And what's good about this as well from a marketing aspect, to watch these challenge funnels, you have to pay maybe $47 or $97. So it liquidates a lot of ad spend for the business owner, the marketer, where they can reinvest in ads and scale it to infinity where you're just getting a shit ton of leads. So if they are planned correctly, challenge funnels are very good. They can just be show-up deals. I've personally worked on, I've closed hundreds, thousands of dollars, made hundreds of thousands of commissions working for offers like these. Challenge funnels are going to be the best ones. Now again, they are hard to come by. Not many people do them just because the amount of effort that it goes on the business owner's hand. Anything you see with these funnels, anything that has a lot of knowledge, information pushed and propaganda in front of the prospect prior to the book a call is going to make the purchasing decision right then and on the call so much quicker, and you're going to get a lot more people. So for challenge funnels, if you can work with someone that has a great offer, has to work with a great offer, and it's a challenge funnel and they're charismatic and they know how to sell and they've got a great product, challenge funnels are going to be number one. Now, a book funnel, again, this can work for really big, like people that got a lot of, authority in the space, like maybe like a Jerry Marner or an Alex Hormozy. Those work. But I've seen the average Joe Smo that no one knows, and they try and sell a lead magnet in their book for whatever, they price it, hoping that it's gonna build more trust and authority. That's what a book really does. It's something that builds trust and authority in that certain niche that makes ultimately the next step. It's basically just a book that softs and nurtures them on the idea of whatever they're selling. Now, books, I'm going to have to put it tier 3. Again, if you work for a really high-end business owner, has a lot of authority, this can crush. I've seen it crush. But personally, I've worked an offer. It didn't crush, right? They sell too many things on the front end. Again, it could be different. That's a whole nother video. But book funnels really don't crush. It's a long, drawn-out process. Unless someone's reading a book, in a week, then books are called, they're super excited. Usually people just buy a book, read a couple chapters, put it on the table, and whoever comes over, I think they can say they read the book, but they haven't. So book funnels, I have to put T3. I don't see it unless you've got a lot of authority in the space. Go for it, work for those kind of offers. But if it's someone like an average Joe Smo, you don't even know who they are, no one knows who they are, they're trying to launch a book funnel and it's trying to launch you into a high ticket call, I would steer away from it. Last one is low ticket to high ticket funnel. Now, I find this extremely good. It's not tier 1, but it is tier 2. Low ticket to high ticket, they might sell like a program like we currently incorporate as well, where you sell like a small program like $37 all the way to $47, could be a bit lower. It's something showcase that it's low ticket, people buy it, they get some results, and then from there the next stage is to go book a call. Now these people that show up on the call, they've already made a purchasing decision. Usually they know about the price if you frame it correctly. And if the product's really good for the price and you get the results quick, that's the most important thing. When you're selling something that's like $37, you have to make sure that like results are quite quick so you don't delay it. Everything, all these funnels, like I think I've previously said it, I don't want to repeat myself, but I usually do on these videos. If it's a long drawn out process, it's usually gonna take a while for the customer to jump on a call, right? But on the flip side of that, if it's a long drawn out process, there's a lot of knowledge involved, a lot of propaganda. So you kind of want to like speed that up. These client acquisitions need to be sped up. That's why challenge funnels are so good. And that's why like call funnels especially are pretty good as well, where you can just shoot a quick video and book them into the call. But a low ticket to high ticket, low to high ticket, it is tier 2, but it's not tier 1, right? You do get you can get a lot of sales, but majority of the people that buy that kind of product don't really want to ascend to the high ticket, right? Because usually $37, there's customers out in the market that you could sell 6K, but other customers you can only get the max order value from them for like $30 or $100. They're never going to buy it. So it is good from like a marketing perspective, say you have that many people in the community and you've got a list of people that the setter can call to try and push them in. It is good, but it isn't T1. So again, challenge funnels are going to be number 1. If you can work someone that does a challenge funnel, and if they have a lot of knowledge in the space, go work for them. DM funnels work, challenge funnels work, low to high ticket funnels work, and book funnels. Everything that I explained, there's a lot more client acquisitions, but these are the top 5 that I see in the market that people work for. All these can work. Business owners can scale, you can make tens and tens of thousands of dollars of commissions as a closer, but there's also going to be a tier system. So challenge funnels are going to be number 1. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you're someone that's looking to get into the high ticket remote sales space, I do have a link down below. You can apply to work with me. We can discuss about the mentorship on how I can help you, and I've helped hundreds of students get high ticket remote sales roles all around the world, depending on your goal is. If you want to work remotely or you want to work overseas, whatever the goal is, I can make that happen for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Click the book a call down below, fill out the application, and I'll see you on the next one.